And here at the Pritchard Waterworks and Sewer Board, the door is locked and this public notification isn't posted anywhere. The only phone number that's available for the public is the same emergency number that wouldn't even let us leave a voicemail. We are on the 6th floor of the Trustmark building, and take a look at this beautiful moon pie here behind me. This is the famous 600-pound moon pie that will fall from the top of the tower tonight. And as we discovered, not every Uber car on the Gulf Coast goes through a safety inspection. Let me show you just how deep this sinkhole is. I'm 5'4", and it's about half as tall as me. From messing with the radio to adjusting your mirrors and texting, Officer Perkins says these are all distractions. But here is where we run into some problems. Mobile's the only city on Alabama's Gulf Coast to pass an ordinance that allows Uber, but this map on Uber's website shows that drivers are also operating in Baldwin County. City leaders tell me Uber can drop off customers within their city limits, but they can't legally pick someone up. However, a quick look on the app shows there are drivers in the area waiting for someone to request a ride.
People are coming to the site already.
Yes, I've seen more boats being pulled into the island than I can count. I've even seen a couple people already starting to catch their bait. Concerns residents have is the location. Walmix says those tanks could go right here in this empty lot. And a quick drive from the lot shows that 2 turns and less than a mile later, there is a school and a neighborhood.
Where they propose to put some of the tanks when I walk out of my front door.
If you're ever stuck on the side of the tracks, all you have to do is walk up these steps outside the convention center that go over the tracks, and you'll be able to get to the other side, but the problem is your car is still back there. Reporting in Dolphin Island, Devan Coffaro, Fox 10 News.
No, pedal with your feet.
He loved anything fast, motorcycles, four-wheelers, dirt bikes, always picking me flowers. Every time he'd go outside, it'd be little weeds or something, but he would always need some flowers, Mommy.
What you doing?
Trying a buffalo.
I just remember praying, and I called everybody I knew and told them to pray that he would be okay.
It's a pain no mother should ever feel.
But I just have to know that God had better plans for him and bigger plans than we did, so.
The last 5 days have been a nightmare for Mandy Brady and her family as they cope with the loss of 3-year-old baby Cade.
He gave me 2 kisses that day, which now I'm glad, because he was real stingy with his kisses sometimes.
Cade spent almost every day with his family at the Delta Landing Marina, but on Sunday,
when I saw him that day, I never imagined that I would never see him again.
Family members say in the blink of an eye, Cade was missing. In the blink of an eye, their whole world changed.
Just to watch your kids very close, especially if you're anywhere near water, to please put a life jacket on them, even if they're not that close to it.
That thing has a horn says, that's what it says.
He would get my phone and take selfies, and I've got tons of selfies. I think he said about 10 years worth of words in his 3 little years, because he talked to everybody.
He even captured the hearts of those of us at Fox 10 when we met him out in a story just weeks ago.
We are going to put the Batman logo right here on the top to his casket, and it's going to be embroidered in there with his name on it.
It's a pain no mother should ever feel.
Some time every day with your kids and let them know you love them, because you never know, and it don't matter if they're little or big, or when it's their time to go, it's their time.
And while hearts are still hurting after this tragic accident, Brady says they now have a beautiful guardian angel.
Lawmakers say President Obama's decision to veto a huge defense bill could have a big impact here on the Gulf Coast.
Fox News reporter Devan Coffaro spoke with Congressman Bradley Byrne today to find out more, and she joins us now live with the story. Devin?
Lenise, Michael, we are here in downtown Mobile, right across the river from Austell. This bill included more than $1 billion in funding to help Austell build littoral combat ships like these ones behind me. These are the USS Montgomery and the USS Gabrielle Gifford. We spoke with lawmakers and the president of Austell today to find out how this veto could affect business.
I'm going to be sending it back to Congress, and my message to them is very simple. Let's do this right.
With the stroke of a pen, President Obama vetoed a sweeping $600 billion defense policy bill. Congress passed the National Defense Authorization Act earlier this month with bipartisan support. But the commander-in-chief told reporters yesterday he disagreed with provisions that would limit his ability to close Guantanamo Bay and wants more spending for domestic programs.
I think it's a slap in the face to our American men and women in uniform. I think it hurts our ability to defend the country. And I'm extremely disappointed.
Congressman Bradley Byrne says the president's decision hits close to home.
It affects Austell Shipyard, where we make Navy ships. There are 4,800 jobs there, and it jeopardizes every one of those jobs.
The bill included more than $1 billion to build combat ships. Austell President Craig Percivalli says he is optimistic about the decision.
If the veto holds through long term, then then long term there might be some effects of that. But right now we've got so much work over so many years that the immediate impacts would be would not be significant.
Republicans have vowed to override the veto, which requires more bipartisan support for a 2/3 majority in both the House and the Senate. The bill also included almost $5 million for the Foley National Guard to help build a field maintenance shop. We also reached out to them today. They say they don't believe this veto will affect current jobs, but it could have a negative impact on their maintenance capabilities. Reporting live in downtown Mobile, Devan Coffaro, Fox 10 News. We left Dolphin Island at sunrise.
This is the world's largest saltwater fishing tournament. We have 30 categories. We have over 3,000 anglers that come and compete, over 1,000 boats.
Captain Richard Rutland helps organize the Alabama Deep Sea Fishing Rodeo. He wanted to show us what anglers can expect if they stay inshore. So we are using live shrimp. We focused on speckled trout, with a $1,500 cash prize. This is a highly targeted fish in the tournament.
We have a very big speckled trout jackpot. In the past couple of years, we've sold over 700 jackpot tickets.
And the bite was on fire.
I might not be.
We had double hookups. Oh, nice. But there were no record breakers. So this guy is about 14 inches, a pound, maybe 2 pounds. Now, the record for last year's rodeo was almost 9 pounds, so we have a long way to go. To be more conservation friendly this year, rodeo organizers are holding a live weigh-in for trout.
I believe that South Alabama is going to tag some of those fish as well.
But this isn't the only fish to watch out for. From sharks to sheep's head, anglers can enter them all.
This is a ground mullet. It's a little different than a striped mullet. It's actually a southern kingfish or a whiting. And they're actually decent to eat, and they are a category in the rodeo.
So if you plan on coming out for the Alabama Deep Sea Fishing Rodeo, keep great company and your lines tight. Reporting in Dolphin Island, Devan Coffaro, Fox 10 News.
By the time the driver topped the hill and saw that the traffic had stopped, he hit his brakes and actually was not able to stop safely before striking the vehicle.
Mobile police say the driver of the 18-wheeler will not face criminal charges and that a combination of holiday traffic and the Broad Street overpass were to blame.
It's hard for a person to react to the traffic being stopped.
Officer Terrence Perkins says this stretch of highway leading up to the George Wallace Tunnel can be dangerous. Some of the drivers we spoke with agree.
That is a problem that needs to be changed. There's no doubt about it.
It can get dangerous in certain areas. You can't see clearly.
We wanted to get a general idea of what that truck driver saw right before the accident. And our measures found that the regular eye level of a person in an 18-wheeler is about 8 feet. So we mounted a GoPro on our news truck for a comparison. So we've got the GoPro at about 8 feet. Watch closely for the white cars on the horizon. They disappear over the top of the hill and don't come back into view until we're almost to the other side. And if we take a second look, we can't even read the yellow congestion ahead sign on the right until we're at the top.
That signal to let you know it's too late to make a move to do anything bumper to bumper, holiday weekend. They need to come back at least another mile.
That's why Officer Perkins says the Mobile Police Department will work with the Alabama Department of Transportation to fix it.
We're looking at seeing if we need a higher sign or to get it placed further back. That way we can start preparing people to start slowing down earlier